Yes, welcome back. Now you can come to the point. See, listen. So my first example is, what are the steps for journalizing? We have studied the principles or the rules for debit and credit, and we are applying now in practical. So you can look at the monitor. See, Kamal started business with cash 1 lakh. So journal entry is cash account debtor to capital account. And after writing this transactions or journal entry, you can see that the next point is narration. So narration is the short description of the transactions. Narration is what? Narration is the short description of the transaction, and it is compulsory. Narration is what? Narration is the short description of the transaction, and it is compulsory. So what I said, journal means debiting one account and crediting another account done through a book is called journal. So here you can see debiting one account and crediting another account done through a book is called journal. So first column you can see the specimen, date and particulars and ledger folio and amount and amount. So this is a debit side and this is a credit side. So look at, see here we are putting the date. So April 1st, so 2014. So first entry is Kamal started business with the cash. So journal entry is cash account debtor to capital account. Cash account debtor to capital account. So amount column, debit column, you write 1 lakh, and here also you write 1 lakh. So that means after this, here we are starting with keywords, that is a being the amount invested, being the amount invested in the form of capital. In the form of capital, the amount is invested in the form of a capital. You can see date column, particulars column, ledger folio and debit amount column and credit amount column. So this is what is called a journal. So meaning is debiting one account and crediting another account done through a book is called a journal. So you can see cash account debtor to capital account. Here the business, what is coming in? Cash is coming in, and who is the giver? And Kamal is the giver in the form of a capital. So that is why cash account debtor to capital account. Narration is being the amount invested in the form of a capital or being the amount invested. So second point, you can see April 2nd, date column, you write date. April 2nd, bought goods for cash. Okay, look at this monitor, see the point, bought goods for cash. See here, whether it is a cash or a credit transaction, you can see that for cash, that means it's a cash transaction. How many accounts are involved in this transaction? You can see there are 2 accounts are there, that is, one is bought goods for cash. We are not using the word goods, we are using the word is purchase. So that means we are purchased the goods for cash. So what's entry? Entry will be purchase account debtor to cash. Purchase account debtor to cash account. So narration, being the goods purchased for cash. Narration is starting with the keyword being the goods purchased for cash. See amount is, you can see 30,500. So debit column you write amount, and also credit column you write the amount. You can see, and purchase account debtor to cash. We are applying the rule. You can see it is a cash transaction, and every transaction you can see 2 type of accounts are there, and one is purchase account and other one is cash account. You can see purchase. So purchases are increasing. So that means we are debiting, and also here cash is gone out. That is why we are crediting. Purchase, so purchase account is treated as a expense, so expense are increasing. So that is why we treat it as purchase account should be debited, and the second point, cash account is gone out, that is why we are crediting. Then again you can see that the third example, open a buying account with cash. So buying account debtor to cash account. The third point is, what is that? Open a buying account, that is buying account debtor to cash account. Then next point, sold goods for cash. The cash account debtor to sales. So now listen, afterwards, now this is what is called a transaction, and we are applying the rules for debit and credit, and this all transaction we are putting through a journal. So debiting one account and crediting another account and done through a book is called journal. Now next process is, after journalizing the transaction, next process we are transferring all transactions into a respective ledger account. So that is what is called posting. So first point we have studied what is journal, and the second point what we are going to study is known as posting. So what do you mean by posting? Posting means it is an act of transferring the transactions. It is an act of transferring the transaction from the journal to the respective ledger account is known as posting. Once again, after recording all the transactions through the journal, the next process is this all transactions we are recording into the respective ledger account. That procedure is known as posting. So once again, what do you mean by posting and what do you mean by casting? This is a board question. What do you mean by posting and what do you mean by casting? So look at the point. What is posting? It is an act of transferring the transactions from the journal to the respective ledger accounts. You can see when we are doing the journalizing part, you can see lot of accounts are there. Cash account is there, and capital account is there, and also salary account is there, and also Kamal account is there, and also Rajesh account is there, and also Surya's account is there, and rent account is there, commission account is there, purchase account is there, sales account is there. So look at one example. Here we have not getting much time, so all of you just look at the monitor. I am giving one example. After recording all the transactions through the journal, the next process is we are going to make ledger accounts. So out of that you can see the main ledger account is known as cash account. So here posting, this is a part of posting all the transactions we are posting to a respective ledger accounts. You can see that all the based on the transactions we are putting cash account. The cash account is meant for only cash transactions. All receipts we are putting in the debit side, and all payments we are putting in the credit side. Then afterwards you can see. So here your point is how we are transfer the transaction to the respective ledger accounts. See, look at one example I will give. Suppose your journal is cash account debtor to capital accounts. So here you can see there are two accounts. So number one is cash account and number two is capital account. That means in the ledger we are going to make two accounts. So this is what is called cash account and this is what is called capital accounts. You know that accounts have two sides, left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side we are debiting and right hand side we are crediting. It's a shortcut. It is what is called T-form accounting. So here what I am going to explain. See here cash account is there and two capital account is there. So cash account, the method of posting is cash account debit side you write to capital. So amount column you write the amount also. That is what is called the amount column. Suppose the amount is 50,000 or whatever it is, you write that amount column. And simultaneously this only debit aspect is over. And what about the credit aspects? You can see capital account. You take capital account credit side you write by cash. Amount column you write 50,000. This is what is called posting. You know, it is little lengthy process. You can see, so a lot of transactions are there. But one point is there, in one name, only one account. You can see in the journal, lot of cash transactions are there. Example, sold goods for cash and sold goods to Ramlal and Company, received a commission and also salary paid, like that. Lot of repetitive entries are there. But don't think that we are making different accounts. And in one name, only one account. Whatever the transaction in only one account, only in one name, only one account is there. See example, cash account debit to capital account, how we are posting. So cash account debit side you write to capital and capital account credit side you write by cash. See, look at one more example. Second example, purchased goods for cash. So what is the entry? Purchased goods for cash. So listen, purchase account debtor to cash account. Purchase account debtor to cash account, that is 25,000. Purchase account debtor to cash account 25,000. Here you can see two accounts are there. One is purchase account and one is cash account. Now I am going to post these particular items into the purchase account. You can see I am drawing two accounts, and one is purchase account and one is cash account. So how you are posting? Purchase account debit side you write to cash. Purchase account debit side you write to cash 25,000, and cash account credit side you write by purchase. So 25,000. So this is what is called posting. Once again, so after journalize the transaction, our next proceeding is, these all transactions are transferring to different ledger accounts. That is what is called posting. Then after posting the accounts, what we are going to take, we are balancing the accounts. That means you find out the difference between the credit total and debit total. You can see in the account, debit side also item is there and credit side also item is there. Now we want to find out the position of the ledger accounts. You know my first class what I said. What do you mean by bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is art and science for recording the transactions in a set of books. And also, what are the main objectives of the books of account? We want to find out debtors account and creditors account. And also we want to find out what we owes and what we knows. We can find out the real picture about the ledger accounts. That is why we are balancing the accounts. So balancing the account means we want to find out the balance between the credit total and debit total, or vice versa, debit total and the credit total. Which side is more? So the heavier side we are writing brought down, and lesser side we are writing carried down. You take out the difference between the credit total and debit total, or vice versa. See example, you know that cash account is always showing a debit balance. So you take out the debit total, the same total we are writing in the credit side and take out the difference. So that difference is known as balance carried down. And tomorrow when we are operating a new, next week or next day, when we are starting with that particular balance, that balance is known as their opening entries. So now listen, we are studying now one by one. First point is journal, and the second point is ledger accounts or posting and ledger accounts, and next point is balancing. The next point is, now we are getting the entire balances. The last point, we are preparing trial balance. Now you can see lot of ledger accounts. You can see on the base of my above explanations, you can see lot of ledger account is there. That is cash account is there, capital account is there, bank account is there, and also sales account is there, and also Surya's account is there, and also you can see Ragesh account is there, and plant and machinery account is there, and loan account is there, and return outwards or purchase return is there, and also drawings or personal accounts are there. Then stationery accounts are there, then wages and salary account is there. And now listen, after entering all these transactions through the respective ledger accounts, now the final proceeding is we are going to prepare trial balance. We are preparing what? Trial balance. So what do you mean by trial balance? You know that I already explained my first classes. What is trial balance? Trial balance is a list of various of ledger accounts. Now you are getting all balances. That all balances we are taking, and on the basis of we are making a statement. That statement is known as trial balance. Trial balance is the list of various of ledger accounts, and on the basis of that you can see that. So trial balance proceeding is, particulars column and debit column and credit column. It is a statement which shows debit balances as well as credit balances. And after preparing the trial balance, you can see that the trial balance both sides should tally. Look at the monitor. You can see lot of ledger accounts are there, like a cash account and capital account, and cash account is showing a debit balance. After balancing, my net result is cash account is showing a debit balance and capital account is showing a credit balance, and purchase is showing a debit balance, and bank is showing a debit balance, and sales is showing a credit balance, and Surya is showing a credit balance, and Ragesh maybe he is a debtor, so showing a debit balance, and plant and machinery is an asset showing a debit balance, and loan account is a liability showing a credit balance, and purchase return or return outwards is showing a credit balance, and drawings personal account, that is showing a debit balance, stationery is an expense showing a debit balance, and wages nominal account showing a debit balance. You can see the last year the Sahodaya examination, the board is asking one question, they are given one trial balance, but that trial balance they made a mistake. What they are telling, redraft the above trial balance. That means they are given item is instead of debiting they are credited, some wrong information they are giving. So what you are going to do, you are redraft the trial balance, and our assumption is after putting these balances our trial balance should tally. If our trial balance is tallied means our books of accounts are fully correct. Now you can see we started from journal and double entry principle, now we are ending with the trial balance. You are getting a clear picture. Now our work is not over. Now from trial balance, the accountant and accounts manager is going to finalize the books of accounts. You know that trial balance is a list of various of ledger accounts, and this is the basic document for the preparation of final account. This is the basic document for the preparation of final accounts, and also with the help of trial balance we can check the arithmetical accuracy of the books of account, and also simultaneously we are getting a different ledger balances. It is very clear. You know, we started with the journal, journalizing and posting, ledger account, balancing. The last part is trial balance. Trial balance is a list of various of ledger accounts. You can see when we are preparing a trial balance, one formula is there. All assets are showing debit balance. You can see here all assets, cash is showing a debit balance, plant and machinery is showing a debit balance, and also you can see that bank account is showing a debit balance. All assets are showing a debit balance, and all liabilities are showing a credit balance, and all expenses are showing a debit balance, and all incomes are showing a credit balance, and cash and capital, cash is showing a debit balance and capital is showing a credit balance. After entering all these transactions, finally your trial balance should tally. You can see our example, our trial balance last part is 1,85,000. The both side, debit side as well as credit side, we are getting the answer. That means both sides are tallying. Now you can see that on the basis of this, the businessman or accountant is going to finalize the books of accounts. That is what is called the preparation of final account. That is the preparation of final account, that is what is called trading account and profit and loss account and balance sheet. So we are going to prepare trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Now you can see, suppose anyone is asking what is the basic document for the preparation of final account, your answer is the trial balance is the basic document for the preparation of final accounts. There are two systems for maintaining, or there are two systems is there to prepare trial balance. That is what is called balancing method and total method. Now you can see this is the balancing method. Now listen, once again I am going to brief my class, today's class I am going to brief. So first what I said, what is accounts, what are the different type of accounts, and a personal account, modern concept, traditional concept, and rules for debit and credit, and what is journal, journal entry, journalizing, posting, balancing, and ledger account, and finally we are going to prepare trial balance, and on the basis of that we are finalizing the books of accounts. Now I think everything is clear, and the next class when I am coming here, you can see we are going to discuss subdivision of journal. You can see what is subdivision of journal. In next section, see what I am going to explain is subdivision of journal. That is what is called cash book, purchase book, and sales book, purchase returns and sales returns, and bill receivable and bills payable and journal proper. So this is Now I think all are getting my points. And okay, now this is the time for winding up. So once again, I am James Thomas from Charge IT School. I am going to wind up my program. So signing out. Thank you very much.